In the following ACO DS video webinar, we're going to be looking at submitting an adequacy assessment within the ACO DS. It will help equip users with the knowledge and competence to effectively submit such applications. This webinar provides a step-by-step demonstration of each screen, showing users how to create, navigate, and complete the AA submissions. Users will gain a comprehensive understanding of the features and functionalities, as well as information required during each step of this process. We would like to again point out that although a brief example will be given showing what to do and how to select the appropriate information relating to the example being shown, you should always refer to the proponent guide for a fulsome explanation of all requirements for your AA submissions relating to your project and for the aspects of delegated consultation you are responsible for. In the proponent guide, you will find Section 2 speaks in depth as to the documentation and its relating standards, which you will need to provide in order to move forward with an adequacy assessment submission. And Section 3.1, Table 3, outlines the requirements of the AA submission and information needed to proceed forward in an adequacy assessment. Although this video is meant to show you a basic overview and progression of how to submit an AA in the ACO DS, please be sure to always refer to the proponent guide for the requirements for your specific submission. With that said, let's look at the ACO DS dashboard and begin submitting an adequacy assessment together.
Welcome to the training video for creating and submitting an adequacy assessment application, otherwise referred to as AA. Once you have completed your consultation and you are ready to submit a file to determine adequacy, you will log into the DS to open up your dashboard. Once you are here, you can either search for your FNC in the search field, or you can filter for your FNC in the Active Consultation tab. You will search for PCA completed. You will then scroll down and find your applicable FNC. Once you have located your FNC, you have two options. You can create your AA right from the dashboard by clicking on the Create AA Request button located in the action column to the right of your screen. Or you can open the FNC link. Once you open your FNC, you will see the standard gray dashboard. As you can see, it identifies the consultation level. It identifies the status of the application, meaning that it is PCA complete. And you will see the PCA decision date. By default, the FNC will open up to the PCA assessment completed navigation pane, which you can see on the left side. You can quickly review the information from the PCA decision or recommendation. As you can see, the PCA was completed, consultation level 1 was triggered, and the community that was identified to consult with was Alexander First Nation. In addition, if you look in the Contacts tab on the right navigation tree, you will see that updates have been auto-populated with the applicable communities that were identified during the decision or recommendation that was completed by ACO staff. They will have the links for the contact information for each community and a link to the official Indigenous Consultation Contact listing. When you are ready to create your AA request, you will click on the Create AA Request button. You can also see a trash can to the right of the Create AA Request. If you click on this button, you will be canceling this application. So let's begin.
And here we are at the Adequacy Assessment Request page. All we have to do is come to this blue button and start Adequacy Assessment Request. On this field that is now populated, you will see File Upload. It'll mention all the communities. There will be a listing in individualized boxes here for each one. In this case, we only have one community. On the right-hand side above the community name, you'll be able to expand or collapse this box. Once you've expanded that, you will see that there are several fields in here, including information package delivery verification, record of consultation log delivery verification, consultation supporting documentation, and if applicable, a letter of non-objection. As was mentioned previously during the PCA video, all of your files that you upload into the ACODS should be in PDF format. I have created a file system ahead of time where all my files are ready to go to be uploaded and named appropriately so they can be identified by the staff reviewer. So I am going to load the applicable files into their proper categories, starting with the information package. I am going to purposefully leave the information delivery verification out, so you will be able to see how required information will stop you from proceeding if it has not been filled in. And I'm going to go next to the record of consultation log. I'm going to drag and drop that in. And next to the verification delivery of that rock log, my consultation supporting documentation. And this is a PDF of all emails, meeting minutes, phone records, and any other communications that you may have had with the community. And if applicable, a letter of non-objection would go in there. In this case, I'm just going to go to the bottom, and if there was any additional information that you would need to share, any updates, any further developments, you would put it in here for the staff reviewer to be able to make a best understanding of what has happened and recommendation or decision as to adequacy going forward. I'm going to click on Submit, and notice because I did not fill in one of the required fields, it's going to give me that red error box telling me that a file must be uploaded. So I'm going to make sure that I have uploaded that information delivery verification. Once that's completed, scroll to the bottom. If there are no additional comments to add, you simply have to click Next. You will have a summary that shows all the information you have uploaded, so you can see it clearly there. Ensure that all of the documentation is labeled appropriately so it'll be easily identified by the ACO staff reviewer. Now on the bottom of the screen, in order to proceed, you would just submit adequacy assessment request, or if you needed to wait for other information or whatever reason, you could save your draft also at the AA stage, the same way you did for the PCA. I'm going to submit adequacy assessment request. It's going to confirm if I want to, and I'm going to click on the button to submit the request. And here we can see that the request has been submitted. To further explain what has happened in terms of the population of this screen, I'm going to turn it over to my colleague Lisa.
When your file has been submitted, you will see a verification in the information banner that indicates that the adequacy assessment request has been submitted and that you will receive a response in 10 business days or less. You will also note that the current status has changed from PCA completed to AA submitted, and you will see that the application date has been auto-populated. If you look over in the left navigation pane, you will also see that the AA is now in progress. When you are finished, you can click on Back to Dashboard. As you can see, we still have our filter for the PCA complete. To see that the AA has been submitted, you will simply clear your filter, and now you can see AA submitted, the date, and your FNC number. Thank you for watching the training video on creating and submitting an AA request.